I felt like for the first time ever in my life, I understood what it meant to have God in your life.
The clarity that I was feeling in my head, like I felt like my personality was finally back.
If we die right now, like, I don't care, like, we're Muslim, we're just so happy.
It's like a heavier thing to call myself Palestinian versus before. Now I'm like, yeah, like I'm Palestinian, and that's the weight that I carry with me every day.
I feel guilty that they have to go through literal hell on earth for me to follow this faith.
May you be free. May Palestine be free.
October of 2024 was when I had made up the decision to become Muslim. I didn't know what it entailed. I didn't know how to do it, but I knew I had to. So I messaged my teacher, my class teacher, that I was ready to take my shahada. And initially, I was going to postpone it because I was aware that Ramadan was starting only a few weeks away. And I heard about the wonders of it and how beautiful it was, but I also heard of the fasting. And then you have to fast, no water, no food, the whole day. And never in my life had I done something like that. And so then I thought, okay, maybe I'll take my shahada until after Ramadan, because one, it sounds really hard, but two, I don't want to disappoint Allah. I want to be able to do my best and actually succeed. Once again, just like every part of my journey, there's this strong inner calling that Allah is calling you and drawing you closer to Him. Just like what they say, you take one step towards Him and He comes running towards you. And He was running towards me at full speed. And so at that point, I was like, okay, there's no waiting. There's no waiting. If I wait any longer, I feel like I'm going against myself. It felt wrong almost to wait. I took my shahada on February 23rd, 2025. It was the most beautiful moment of my life. And I felt like for the first time ever in my life, I understood what it meant to have God in your life. I felt privileged, I felt honored. And all I could think of was just how much closer I was to Allah and how much closer I felt to the Palestinian people.
One of the things I've also struggled with my whole life is alcoholism. Alcohol was such a destructive, part of my life, and I was just such a terrible person when I was drinking that it was easy to see this needs to end. My friend had convinced me to fast for Ramadan just out of solidarity, and that was actually a big thing that helped me into reverting, because the clarity that I was feeling in my head, I felt like my personality was finally back. I felt like, in a lot of ways, I was trying to get to feeling like I used to be when I was a child. One day, I was just like, I think I'm ready to do my shahada. I ended up doing it by myself originally, 1 a.m. in my buddy's spare bedroom. Once I told him, he introduced me to some other of his Muslim friends, and they're like, you have to come down to the Mission Viejo Mosque and do your shahada in public, and it'll also be a really great way for you to be introduced to the community. Since it was during Ramadan, it was 1,000 people there or something, and so many people were so happy, everybody hugging, kissing, and handshaking, giving you gifts, and it was amazing.
Third day of Ramadan 2025, I was at my Sunday morning class at the masjid. My class got done and the sheikh was walking around, and usually he's so busy, but I caught him at a free time, and I asked him if he had time to have a conversation with me, because there was a lot of specific questions I had about Islam, some reservations I had, and I just really wanted to sit down with someone that was educated. And after I grilled him for an hour, he looked at me, he kind of laughed. He was like, you're already Muslim. He's like, it's in your heart. I hear the way you're talking. He's like, you're already Muslim. You don't even have to take your shahada, but if you want to, you can. And we just kind of laughed about it. And he was like, do you want to take it right now? I was like, yeah, sure. Me and him and 2 other people from their office came in the room, and it was just the 4 of us, and I took my shahada, and I called my aunt right away, my aunt Lamise, and she was so happy. She cried. I called my grandma. She cried.
I reverted March this year, so March 2025, and it started with me just having feeling really called to fast for Ramadan. And I wasn't Muslim yet, but I just felt like that's what I wanted to do. And so, like I said, I took it really seriously. I completely fasted. I had nails on, had just gotten them done, went and took them off. I learned all of the prayers, didn't miss a prayer that entire month. There's that hadith that said, take one step towards Allah, He'll come running towards you. And that is the only way to describe my experience during Ramadan. It is almost funny how many things I prayed for that happened that month. I just knew I couldn't ignore it. This wasn't something that was going to be far in my future. This was now. And I did not want to end Ramadan without taking my shahada. And so I did it on the 27th night of Ramadan this year. There was hundreds of people at the masjid. It was terrifying. I was so nervous. And it's so funny because I had taken the shahada by myself, practicing what to say. And then I got up in front of everybody with the mic and so nervous, but I made it through. I was on a spiritual high for weeks after that.
I'm just sitting in my room, laying on my back, and I'm watching a video from Palestine. I turn to my partner, Hannah, and I tell her, what are we doing here? We're just laying down, we're watching people being erased from this earth, and we haven't become Muslim yet? I was like, nah. We have to become Muslim today. And I went on the computer, and I was like, which masjid is open right now? We just got dressed, and we went. And we sat down, they got the mics. I was already at peace with myself. I thought I was gonna cry because I would see shahada videos. I'm definitely gonna cry. But I had already cried every time I recited shahada watching those videos. And then when I took my shahada, I was just standing there with this big grin in my face. And the whole time I was just smiling. I was just like, yeah, I'm Muslim now. And I remember when we heading home, and the whole time we're just looking at each other, we're like, we're Muslim now. And I was like, if we die right now, I don't care. We're Muslim. We're just so happy.
After October 7th, I definitely started to feel the weight of it more. I would say it's a heavier thing to call myself Palestinian versus before I was yeah, I'm Palestinian. And now I'm I'm Palestinian. And that's the weight that I carry with me every day. And it's always on my heart, 24/7. I don't think it was on my heart like that all the time before.
I'm going through pain and just seeing it and just witnessing it. At one point, I felt an immense amount of guilt for not knowing sooner. When I started realizing how much Americans were complicit and how they were a very big part of this for many, many decades. And I know they don't want to be thanked. I know they don't want any type of admiration, but thank you for displaying the horrible things that you're going through on social media. No one wants to post that. No one wants to post their pain, them losing their children, their homes, their limbs. No one should be posting that. But they do it to show people. They do it to show the world what's actually happening. Without them showing this, I know I myself, I don't know if I would have ever found Islam.
I feel guilty that they have to go through literal hell on earth for me to follow this faith or have to move my heart like that. There is not a sip of water I take, a bite of food I eat where they're not on my mind. I will do whatever with whatever Allah gives me for the rest of my life, inshallah, to make sure the world never forgets what they've shown us.
What had to happen for people like me to open my eyes, and what had to happen for the world to come to these realizations is for them I'll be forever grateful.
The only reason that we walked into that masjid was because of the people of Gaza. I'm just really grateful that we were able to find the truth because of them.
not only changed my life, you changed the world with how steadfast your faith is. I pray every day that you forgive us without expecting forgiveness, and I can only pray that I have a fraction of the iman that you possess in the smallest part of yourselves. May you be free. May Palestine be free.